everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back with another segment of Marty's Corner. And we have 4 special guests today from the tribute band from James Taylor, Hourglass. And I want to give you all a chance to introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from, what you do in the band. Dave, why don't you give us a start?
Hi, I'm Dave Kellen. I'm originally from Midland, Michigan. I do the James Taylor part in the band. I play guitar and I sing, and I like it. Yeah.
I'm playing bass and cello. My name's Jack. I'm from upstate New York, Oneonta, which is far away, and there's nothing going on up there, so I moved down to Long Island, New York, to make some music. And I've been here for about 50 years, and I'm having a great time.
All right.
All right, I'm Greg Schleich. I'm one of the keyboard players in the band, and I'm from Long Island. I'm born and raised on Long Island.
Nice.
So, and it's a great band. I enjoy it.
Yes.
My name is Mindy Fortgang, and I born in Brooklyn but grew up in Merrick my whole life practically. And I'm the secondary keyboard player, and I do background vocals and a couple of Carole King songs.
Very nice. Very nice. So Dave, when you're thinking about what you want to put in the set for James Taylor, and he's got this unbelievable library, you know, Fire and Rain, Handyman,
Yeah.
you know, you have a friend,
yeah.
I mean, you could go on and on, Mockingbird, Handyman.
Yes.
What determines what would go in the set?
Well, you know, we try to comprise, obviously, a lot of the familiar music. He has, believe it or not, he has a couple greatest hits albums, so we do stuff from the first greatest hits, of course, which is like, you know, Carolina. And, you know, we want to please the crowd.
Right.
And we do stuff from the second greatest hits, you know, like Secret of Life, which will feature certain performers on different songs, like Mindy does some Carole King stuff, but we have our friend Gordon, who's not here today, but he sings Secret of Life, and it's a different version than we do.
Right.
But really, we like to try to just throw some of the variety, but a lot of the familiar stuff. And You Got a Friend was actually written by Carole King.
That's right.
And, you know, we really like
And she
to
wrote it for him, too.
she did. That's
I was
right.
reading
Okay.
about that.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
But we like to, you know, focus on harmony because we're a 7-piece band. So we like to try to feature our different members at different times and really try to encapsulate. And fortunately, Greg here, he actually he charted out a bunch of the live versions of this stuff. So speaking of variety, you get different versions of you have the greatest hits, but are kind of the live versions, which have, you know, different intros, different outros,
Right.
which kind of is a surprise for some of them.
Nice, nice. Jack, when did you get, you know, turned on to James Taylor and become aware of him?
Oh, first album. I mean, come on. It was a mind blower. And I heard it and I was like, how can something so simple be so musical?
Yes.
And playing it, it's some of the hardest stuff I've ever played. And I play wacky fusion and funk
Right,
and all
right.
that other stuff. But this, it's so
Salsa.
musical. You have to put a lot into it. And so I was hooked from day one.
Nice, nice. Greg, how would you describe the style of James Taylor?
It's very unique. First of all, his guitar playing is unique.
Very smooth.
Very smooth, and it's kind of contrapuntal. It's difficult. Dave can probably tell you that.
comment.
He's a very accomplished guitar player, but this is new to you. That style, right?
Yes, yes.
His fingertip picking is one of the best, you know, and very unique. Very syncopated. His rhythms are amazing.
Yes.
It's like a lot of little inner lines and harmonic details. But another thing about James Taylor that maybe like a lay person wouldn't be aware of is how great his bands have always been.
Yes.
He just assembles some of the best musicians in the world, and everybody wants to be in the James Taylor band.
Oh yeah, no question.
You know, the background vocals are stellar, and the musicianship is out of this world.
No
You know,
question.
so it's very enjoyable. It's not homework or a chore to try to recreate that stuff. It's
Absolutely.
it's
Mindy,
enjoyable.
Dave mentioned Carole King, and they played James Taylor and Carole King in a number of concerts together, and she did write that song for him, You Got a Friend. Do you cover Carole King?
We do
Hourglass cover Carole
We do a
King
couple
too?
of Carole King songs, and it's funny because 2 of the songs that were big hits of his were written by her. That one, You've Got a Friend, and Up on the Roof.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
another one that we do. But she was in his band. He's the one who told her to go out and do her own thing.
Wow.
So she really owes a lot to him, and he owes a lot to her.
Yes, that's nice. That's nice. So, Jack, do you feel like there's some tribute bands that they try to impersonate the the artist, and there's some bands that stay away from that.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say Hourglass, portrays James Taylor?
Does he look like James Taylor? Let's start there.
He's got better hair.
I'm not that tall.
So
I mean, I try to walk a fine line with it because I have a voice that, and there are some nuances there for sure, and people say, oh, you sound just like him, which is great.
Right,
I love
right.
that. It's a great compliment. But then there's other times in the set maybe where we're doing some extended stuff, where I'll just kind of throw in a little my own phrase, more of a Dave Kellen thing versus James Taylor. Then you gotta get right back in. I don't want to say character, but get back into that.
We're not doing like impersonation.
We're not doing
Right,
impersonation.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If I could add
Exactly.
to that, that's
It's a fine line.
absolutely correct because there's professional impersonators out there. Okay.
Right.
And I was always told, in playing music, no matter what you're playing, you gotta own it, and you only own it if you're yourself.
right,
And everybody is themselves in this band.
yes,
He sounds like a young James Taylor,
Mhm.
but he does his thing.
yes, yes.
Also
And
plays harmonica better than James, I think.
Yeah, you have a little, that's a
Get out of town. No,
surprise.
go on. No.
I mean, I know you told me you watched some of Marty's Corners, so I always do a sports reference here. So I'm gonna I'll bring it back to
that's-
music, so don't worry.
Get the wrong
All right.
person.
So back in the 1980s, the New York Mets and the New York Yankees were lucky enough to have two of the smoothest and most talented first basemen ever, Keith Hernandez and Don Mattingly.
Yeah.
All right, and they would come out onto the field with the grace and the talent to first base, and they had style. Okay, so bringing it back to music and James Taylor, what does it take for the band to hit his style? Like, how long before, when you were rehearsing, did it take you to find his style? Because it's a unique style.
What's interesting about James Taylor, his style, he has a style like his picking and everything like that, but
Right.
his genres, I mean, it goes from country, pop, rock, jazz. He's got
Right.
a lot of jazz. He's had like great jazz musicians for years playing in his
Right,
band.
he married like soft rock and folk.
Yeah, and
together.
I think all of us in the band have a little bit of everything in us. So we kind of like organically, just naturally gravitate to it. So I don't think we're like, it just kind of happens.
Right. Yeah, no,
It just flows. We just have the right people. And I've had this band for a long time with different people in the band.
Mindy is the real original
I'm the
person.
original.
okay, nice.
Yeah, she
This
kind of
band-
started
You
it.
found this talent.
Well-
She found everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
One way or
much.
another.
Me and another guy who was in the band. But so, some things were really good in that band. And
Right.
we had different people coming in. This lineup that we've had for the last like 7 years or so, everybody just fit in like a glove. It's
Yeah.
just,
It's nice.
yeah.
Dave, when you're playing, you're not playing James Taylor, but you're singing his songs.
Yes.
And you sound like him too. He's besides his great voice, he's a real storyteller. I mean, the words are people gravitate to him. Like if you go on YouTube, you see what people say. It's like the biggest things in their lives, the biggest events in their lives, his songs mean something to them. So was that storytelling something that drew you to him a little bit too?
Yeah, I've been listening to James since I'm 46 now, but I've been listening to him since junior year, senior year of high school. It was the greatest hits, but I was always kind of humming along, thinking, oh, I sound a little bit like him. But I've had moments in my life where I've had tragedies and stuff, and just even his more recent stuff. When I say recent, from the past 20 years, like October Road. There's been songs like "Carry Me on My Way," certain things that it's almost like it's a spiritual thing.
Yes.
So it's, he's got the storytelling. But yeah, he's kind of like therapy too for a lot of people.
Yes.
So I try to, great storyteller, and there's just something
Very humble about him
Yes.
too
Yes.
when he's on
Yes.
stage. Yeah.
So-
Well, I know our fans would love if you all would sing, if Hourglass would sing a song, one of his classics. I don't know what you might have picked out, but
absolutely, yeah. Well,
but we would love it if you came on over here
Certainly,
and
yeah.
and played something for everybody.
sing to. Seeing fire, seeing rain, seeing sunny days that I thought would never rain. Found lonely times when I could not find a friend. Always thought I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. Says there's a few things coming my way this time now. Thought I'd see you fire in the rain now. Thought I'd see you just one more time, Suzanne. La 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 la.
Nice. Oh, that was so great, man. It's gonna be a great day, as I say, June 13th, 2 p.m. And we can't wait to see you at the Argyle Theater.